Good morning, everyone. It's Stephen Whiteside here from theuptrend.com with your morning market outlook for Thursday, April 2nd, 2026. Before we get going, do a little housekeeping here. We're going to be taking some time off over the weekend. We will do our weekend update tonight. I'll be back on Sunday to do a weekend video, but then I will not be back on Monday morning to do a pre market video. We'll do charts Monday night, and then I will be back on Tuesday morning to do a pre market video. So this is our last pre-market video until next Tuesday morning. Now, before I show you the numbers that we've got in the pre-market right now, we do have U.S. jobless claims coming out at 8:30. They could certainly swing the market a bit, but I think the trend is to the downside this morning. And we've got crude oil up over $8 in the pre-market. So whatever Trump said last night in his speech, the market has not liked. Gold has completely reversed as well, down over 3% in the pre-market. Now, with crude oil moving up sharply and gold moving down sharply on Friday morning, it actually might turn out to be a wash for the Canadian market. The iShares for the TSX 60 were up just under 0.5% yesterday, walking into our next price target and stopping. The TSX a little healthier than the U.S. market at the moment, with the moving averages acting as support, not resistance. And there we're trying to break out of the flypaper channel. Now, yesterday, the S&P 500 ETF traded up through the upper channel line, but did not close above it, closed just less than $1 below it. And we ran up to our next price target and stopped. We ran up to the 200-day moving average and stopped as well. Looking at the NASDAQ 100, similar situation. We needed to close above $586.13. We closed at $584.31. So just a couple of dollars away from generating a buy signal on Wednesday. And then we ran into resistance as well. We ran into the 200-day moving average and the flypaper channel. And now we're coming down in the pre-market this morning. Now, the VIX pulled back yesterday. The index actually generated a sell signal. It's up sharply in the pre-market this morning. The ETFs did not generate sell signals on Wednesday. Looking at the world of commodities, yes, crude oil did pull back a little yesterday. So did gasoline. They're obviously reversing today, so we're still on a buy signal. What's going on in the Middle East has nothing to do with natural gas at the moment, and so here we are still on a sell signal. Canadian energy stocks generated a sell signal yesterday. So, of course, you're going to wave off any of those sell signals. We had a sell signal in the U.S. market as well. So, again, you're going to wave those off this morning and see how the market settles. But we're certainly not taking sell signals coming into Monday's big move higher in the energy sector. Now, we may see a pullback in metals today. We've got the copper still on a buy signal. It pulled back just a tick over 0.25% yesterday, while copper stocks were up over 2.33%. The GLD moved up yesterday, so it's going to pull back this morning. Gold stocks, the GDX, the XGD, the juniors all moved up nicely yesterday, so they will be pulling back today. We may not get enough to generate a sell signal on Thursday. Silver unchanged on the day on Wednesday. Silver stocks continued to move higher. The big ones, the little ones, all moving up on Wednesday. Next up, let's take a look at the TSX most actives. And yesterday was all about energy stocks pulling back and gold stocks moving up. We're going to completely reverse that on Thursday. So there's Canadian Natural Resources closing down 4.75%. You're going to wave that off and see how the market performs today. But I would imagine energy stocks are going to gap higher on Friday morning. There's Ivanhoe. Ivanhoe generated a buy signal as of Tuesday's close. You come in, you check the open. We're going to open below the lower channel line. That's not something you want to jump in and, or rush into on Wednesday morning. There's Whitecap Resources. Again, all these energy stocks that generated sell signals yesterday, we're just going to ignore those. Baytex still on a buy signal, no change. There's Bank of Nova Scotia trying to break out above resistance. Still stuck to it, but is doing a pretty good job. We're trying to break out above the 100-day moving average right now. The pros look like they want to come back and take control. And so this could actually work out over the next few days. There's B2 Gold moving up yesterday. It'll be pulling back this morning. We still have Cenovus on a buy signal. No change there. No change for Barrick moving up. Again, we may see a reversal in gold stocks. We may not see sell signals on Thursday. TD Bank back on a buy signal there. We're still waiting for TELUS. TELUS had an inside day on Wednesday, so no change there. Let's finish off looking at the U.S. most actives. NVIDIA traded up to the upper channel line, but did not close above it. We had Intel up sharply yesterday. That is back on a buy signal. I'd be more interested if it broke out above the March highs. It hasn't done that yet. Nike gapping sharply lower yesterday. It's been on a sell signal for the month of March. Looking at Snap, second day of a buy signal there for Snap. No joy for Micron, traded up into the channel. Then we've got Nokia. Nokia, we needed to close above 833. We closed at 827, so no joy there. We're still on a buy signal for Petrobras, and it should be going higher on Thursday. Ondas moved up to the lower channel line. No change in trend there. No change in trend for SoFi. No change in trend for Tesla. Trying to break out above 383.51. We closed at 381.26, so just a couple of dollars away from a buy signal, but we'll probably not be seeing one of those on Thursday. American Airlines generated a buy signal as of Wednesday's close. That's probably going to completely reverse at the open, so not something I would rush into. Then we've got Amazon back on a buy signal as of Wednesday's close. We needed to close above $210.33. We closed at $210.57. Again, watch the open in these stocks. Anything that generated a buy signal, you want to make sure that that price is holding or moving higher in the pre-market. If it's down sharply in the pre-market, of course, we don't want to chase any stock that generated a buy signal on Wednesday. Okay, folks, that is all for this morning's presentation. It looks like stock index futures have continued to move lower, while crude oil has continued to move higher while I was assembling this presentation. So that, of course, is all ahead of the jobless claims numbers coming out at 8:30. They may not be enough to move the market on Thursday with crude oil being so strong. Remember, over the last couple of days, stocks have moved up sharply, while crude oil has barely moved to the downside. So energy traders were not that enthusiastic about any rally in the stock market. And now we're seeing the ramifications of that on Thursday morning. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your Good Friday holiday. And next time you'll hear my voice in the pre-market will be next Tuesday morning.
Thanks for tuning in until the very end of today's stock market timing educational video. If you found the content valuable, don't forget to express your support by hitting the like button, leave a comment, sharing with your friends, and subscribing to our channel for more insightful updates. Remember, in the world of stocks, timing is crucial, and following the trend can be your greatest ally. If you would like more information on how we can help you better time the stock market, please visit theuptrend.com.